Hi everybody, I just want to do a quick video about being a Stella Dot stylist. I have been a stylist for 4 months now, and I have recruited my first two stylists to Stella Dot, mainly because I love it so much. I just think it's just so fantastic and everybody should be doing it. But I found a couple of things that I found a bit odd in doing that I thought should be sort of cancelled out because it's not true or whatever. So from the outside, not being a stylist, you know, it's difficult to find out information about when you are a stylist. You get the general idea of what you can do for your own business and what you get out of it, but I think you don't really get all the ins and outs and all the wonderful training and tools that you have as well. So Jessica, our CEO, she is one for having the best, and I think she's one of these people who wants the best out of everything that she does, and therefore her business, she wants to be the best. So with her grandmother's name in the title, her grandmother's name was Stella Dot, I think she's going to stick around, and I think she wants us to be the best direct sales team. Therefore, we are going to have the best business. If something's wrong, she's going to fix it. That's why everything is so easy when it comes to being a stylist. You've got all your tools that you need all your styling tips, everything to displaying your items to sell to people, pictures, videos. The website is fantastic and anybody can go on there and everyone gets their own website so that people can directly buy from you. It's not always about you picking up orders, processing the orders, processing any returns. That is so simple. The customer will always get their products. And that's very simple to do. You just order it, it goes straight to them. You don't have to worry about collecting things in and sending them out to people. It's just so simple. There's no faffing about, it's just very simple. So if you have a busy life, as I do, I work 40 hours a week and then I do this as well. It's really nice to have a nice easy business to run. Everything is there for you. If you want any visual aids, they are there for you. If you need logos, and there's a lot of sharing among the stylists. It's a very easy community to get along with, to meet up with other stylists, share tips and ideas, because we're all in it together. We all want to do well. I've heard the sort of worries about boundaries. One of them asked me, would you mind if I was a stylist? Of course I wouldn't mind. I want you to come on my team. It's fantastic. You've got to be with Stella Dot. As it happens, this friend is much further away, so we're going to have completely different people to be servicing anyway, so that's all of it. There's always more stylists needed, and I think that is something that people think, oh no, that's your thing, and therefore it can't be my thing. Well, why not? It's fantastic. So, as being a stylist, if you're investigating it, you know that as of March 2016, you get your startup fee is £169 and you get all your catalogues and everything else you might need to start off, and then you get your £300 worth of jewellery as well. Now, £300 worth of jewellery is completely of your choice. You might like to go for a necklace and a bracelet and a scarf and a bag or something, or you can have all the bracelets. It's completely up to you, but it depends on what your business is going to be, whether it's you just want it for the jewellery or you just want to, you know, create your own business. So I always think strategically when it comes to these things. But if you just love jewellery, just like wearing it, £169 for £300 worth of jewellery is rather fantastic. And then as a stylist, you get a bit of a jump start, they call it, in your first 2 months. And that's where you can really, if you get lots and lots of sales in your first 2 months, you can have a whole load of product credit to spend and increasing your thing. So in terms of your business, they want you to have lots of samples because that's what helps sell Stella Dot jewellery, because it's just so fantastic. You've got to see it, you've got to feel it to want it. So they want you to have more samples. Therefore, the better you do in your first 2 months, the more product credit you get, and therefore the more samples you get, which is just fantastic. So if you like just doing this for fun, you just get a load of friends to do some parties for you, and then you can just collect a load of product credit and you've got a whole load of jewellery range. Equally, if you just like the jewellery as well, every 3 months we get there's a new range that comes out every quarter. So every quarter we get the chance to earn a certain amount of you know, products through selling. So the better you do at selling, the more you get. So if you were to do maybe one trunk show, jewellery party, however you would like to put it, you could get probably, I think it's about £50 worth of, £150 worth of jewellery for £50. That's every quarter, and there's always a new collection, so there's always something new that you're going to want. So that's quite a good perk. So by doing one party, you can, in a quarter, in 3 months, you can have that voucher for £150 worth of jewellery for £50. If you do much better than that, there's more of an incentive. I think you can get a £400 voucher for just £80, therefore just paying for the VAT of the amount. And that's rather good as well. And, you know, every time you're increasing your collection every quarter, and everyone has that opportunity. Whether you choose to do a little of it or a lot of it, that's great. And of course, you're always earning commission on this. You get business credits if you meet a certain point every month. So things like the Stella Dot bags you might want, the lookbooks, you can gather that product credit for you to use on your business. There are just so many things that should be more exploited because it's just fantastic. And the training that we get, there's a weekly video to keep you motivated and keep you want to go forward with your business. The amount of training and tools and meetups, I think there's at least a meeting every month, probably, depending on where you live. The more stylists there are, probably more meetings. I do try and make one at least every 2 months at the moment. I have been to quite a few since starting in November, and I just think they're the best because you're meeting up with other stylists, you're sharing tips, you're sharing ideas, and there is rather a large community, and it is a nice community. You know, if you've got another lady in the village or in a town that's doing Stella Dot as well, you're going to have different friends to them. There will always be an opportunity for you to have your own trunk shows, jewellery parties, whatever you want to call them, and therefore I think there's an opportunity for quite a lot of people. It's not in many parts of this country, and it's still growing, and it's going to be huge this year. There's going to be so much promotion for Stella Dot because people love our jewellery and our collections every time they come out, every quarter. And also Jessica Herrin, our CEO, is actually releasing a book this year. Already you can pre-order it on Amazon, everybody. So she is going to be over promoting that. There's some big things coming to the brand, and it's just going to be amazing, and this year is going to be a really good year to start. We are in March now, coming up to April. Everyone's feeling much happier. The sun is coming out. The days are getting days are long because there's more light, and I think everyone's feeling a bit happier now that we got rid of winter. So I think everyone's a bit happy to spend again, and I think now is a perfect opportunity to get involved with Stella Dot. And I am part of a wonderful team already. We have great team meetings at least every quarter for every new collection. So there's a few places all over the country that do that, and I think it's really cool, and I really do love it, and I can't tell everybody enough. But I really think that everyone should have fun with this. So if you are interested by watching this video, and you've listened to me ramble on about God knows what, hopefully it's been insightful for you, please get in contact because it is really so much fun, and I think it is something for everybody, whether you just like style and fashion and jewellery, or whether you want to make a bit of extra cash, or whether you want to make it into a full-blown business. There are many people making a hell of a lot of money out of this, doing this. I mean, I haven't got all the spare time in the world to do all of it, but I wish I could do more. But it is fantastic. You've listened to me ramble on enough. Do get in contact if you have any questions. I'm always happy to share because I just love it. So thank you very much for listening, and become a Stella Dot stylist. It's fantastic. I'll leave any information you might need underneath. Thank you.